Hey, how are you guys? Somebody asked me this question whether CFA is needed in quantitative finance, whether it's worth doing CFA if you want to pursue a career in quantitative finance. The short answer to this question is that no, it's not needed. It's not of much use in quantitative finance. However, you may need to do it. You may choose to do it for a variety of other reasons, and I will discuss about those reasons. Now, CFA is a very good qualification, no question about it. It is well recognized within the industry, within the banking financial service industry, across the globe, right? Everywhere in the world, CFA is a very good qualification, and the people would like to have this qualification on their CV. People would like to write about it on the LinkedIn page, right? So it's really good actually. But if you are keen on making a career in quantitative finance, should you also do it? Right? That's a different question then, right? Well, just by having a CFA qualification, nobody is going to give you a job in quantitative finance. Well, that may impress the interviewer, but that's not going to be enough. You will still have to learn a lot of other things beside what you have learned in your CFA program to get your first job in quantitative finance. Simply because CFA is not very quant focused program, right? You learn a lot about lot of different things about banking and finance and investment. You learn a bit about everything, so the syllabus is quite vast. But you learn very little about quantitative techniques. You don't learn much about machine learning, statistical modeling, financial mathematics, etc., etc. You don't learn much, and it's very theoretical actually. It's not very practical, so to speak. So in that way also it's less useful, right? So it's less useful in quantitative finance per se to get a job or to advance in your career in quantitative finance, because quantitative finance is very technical in nature. So there people will value you because of your skills, not because of your qualification. Qualification is secondary, and that is true actually for all technical jobs. If you are a software developer, nobody will care. After a few months time, nobody will care whether you come from Ivy League or you are from a less known college. Your skills matter the most, right? Maybe first job, your qualification matters to some extent, but not after that. So in that way also CFA is less useful. However, a quant might want to work in different other fields, right? You may want to work in front office after working as a quant in for a few years, right? In that scenario, CFA will be very, very, very useful. Right? You will be able to impress the front office managers because of your CFA degree, right? And if you know quantitative techniques and also you are a CFA, that will be wonderful actually for many front office roles, right? You might even want to explore other career opportunities after working as a quant for a few years. I know some people who have moved to investment firms after working as a quant for a few years, right? So that definitely is possible. So their CFA will be very useful, right? And if you really want to work in consulting firms like big four consulting firms, right? There also it is going to be very useful. You know why? Because big four consulting firms, they get projects based on the CVs of their employees. Right? If you have a PhD or CFA, these letters, three letters, or next to your name, it's easier for the consulting firms to impress their clients that okay, we have people who are qualified CFA, they're PhD from top university. So your qualification will be used by the company to impress their clients and to get projects. So there you can have a better bargaining power in terms of negotiating a salary or getting a promotion, right? So there it's quite useful. Some people also move to very specialized research-based firms such as Moody's and S&P, right? That do very niche consulting on certain areas of finance, which are quantitative as well as qualitative. They are also doing a CFO is very, very useful. If you know modeling technique, quantitative technique, and you are also a CFA, your CV will stand so. So that's something you need to keep in mind. right? But other than that, in most quant jobs, I do not think a CFA degree will matter much, especially if it's heavy quantitative area. It is not going to matter much. All right. And it helps if you have qualified all three levels of CFA. If you, many people have just qualified one or two level and then they write about that in the CV, I think it doesn't matter a lot, especially in quant. In other fields, it matters, but in quant areas, it barely matters. Okay. Um, so as I said, it's also useful signaling, right, to give a signal, but it is not useful if you want to signal within quantitative finance. That's very less useful, right? So go for it if you're genuinely passionate about finance. And you may also want to do it if in case you want to increase your knowledge of finance, right? Because quantitative finance is very specialized. You will be focusing more on quantitative techniques than finance, right? If you really want to gain knowledge of finance, you can do that either by reading finance books or by doing certification. And CFA is the best certification available in the market to gain good knowledge of finance. So that's also another reason why you may want to do it. All right. See you next time. Bye.